Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. Made with our iconic garlic sauce flavor, mixed with cheese and hand stuffed into that Papa John's.
Boo. Hello. Hello, hello. I am back. Welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. I am currently doing alright. I am, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to see how today goes, I guess. So yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me actually check something out real quick. For the most part, though, wait, what the fuck is it? Oh, wait, did I, hold on. I don't, did I ever, what the hell? So far, in terms of like, yeah, in terms of the internet issues, I have not had any problems since, well, I guess since, uh, since a couple streams, I guess. Not yesterday, but the stream before, I guess, which was quite a few days ago now, since I took a day break. Or whatever, but everything seems to be all right for now, thankfully. Wait, hold on. Need to put Blender up on screen. Hold on. There we go. All right. So yesterday, I did a Helldiver stream because I wasn't able to stream on Thursday, and that was when the new War Bond came out. So I decided that yesterday I was gonna do that instead, and it was good fun, just like casually. Now that Medusa's done, after I've spent a few days just like kind of not really doing much, just trying to find something to do as I guess sort of decide on what to do next. Um, but it was good fun. I got to play around with a couple of the new weapons. There's still the last one that I want to play around with, and of course there's also the new pistol secondary weapon that I also want to try out, but I haven't really touched Helldivers since yesterday, since, I played it on stream. So we'll see. If maybe I'll play some later today, maybe not. It kind of depends, on how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. Because today is, I guess, technically the first day of me actually getting back to working on something. I don't know why. I feel very, I don't know. I did talk about this yesterday, how I guess like these last, especially after I was done with Medusa, I've been feeling very unmotivated. And I'm not sure if that's because, coming from working on something and then suddenly not working on anything, um, brought me down. It definitely does do that. It happened to me before, especially like in between characters, working on different characters. But then also like daylight savings happened and I've lost a bunch of sleep and I've been feeling very tired recently. Um, so yeah, trying to, I guess, a little bit recover from all that nonsense. Um, and I guess sort of seeing where I fall. But anyway, that does not matter. What does matter is what we're doing today. And honestly, I guess I'm going to take things a little bit, I guess, in steps. Mostly because, yeah, I'm still not sure. Of course, uh, a, yeah, a couple streams ago, not yesterday, but I spun the wheel, and the character that I landed on was Perona from One Piece. So, that's who I am doing now. And during the moment that I spun the wheel, and now, I was sort of doing a few things. Number one, well, as you could see last stream, what we did was we looked around for some references. We got some pretty like these are like scans, not really scans though. They were from like a video. As you can see here, you can see their finger here. Of her like sort of character design, character sheet. Um, yeah. And the issue with the character sheet is that it is a very dynamic pose. Um, so I was sort of trying to figure out what I was going to do in terms of like, starting to model her. Because um, yeah, I don't know. The two, front view and the side view don't really match up in terms of like height and where the sort of head ends and where it begins, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, I was doing a few things, I guess. I was, number one, trying to gather more references for her. I was going through the actual show and taking screenshots of moments where it's kind of like, this might be good for like a side view, this might be good for a front view, this might be good for like future things. Because I was also thinking, kind of like with Medusa, she had um like different outfits, she had a prop, she had different expressions. So I was like, that my goal is to basically do what I did with Medusa for every character that I do from here on out. Um, for the most part. Obviously, you know, there could be exceptions, but that is my goal. And so yeah. And so yeah, what I was struggling with Perona was the fact that she has very little, I guess sort of like references. The reference that I got for Medusa was very well made, and honestly, it really helped, uh, to make her actually, look the way she looks. So yeah, so I was a bit hesitant, especially the day that I did, I guess, sort of roll to decide that I was going to be making her, because of the fact that, she doesn't have a lot of really good references to go off of, especially since, if you've seen the show, this outfit right here is from pre-time skip Perona. Um, and I don't think she shows up very often. Again, like I said, I haven't finished the entire show. I've watched up to the beginning of Punk Hazard, and then I guess, took a break from it, especially since I've heard that the future arcs are going to be very long and tedious, mostly because there's a lot of padding. And so I was sort of like, okay, I should probably do something about that. Like, I've heard that there's ways to sort of bypass a lot of that padding, and I kind of just like stopped watching due to that. Um, but yeah, after the time skip, she has a completely different outfit, which I was like, okay, that's cool. I can make her obviously in her pre-time skip outfit, and then one in her post-time skip outfit. But then, this is the only reference I could find. Hold on. I wonder if hold on. There is, I did find a pretty decent picture on the wiki that had the post time skip outfit, so that I could show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys all the references that I took. Okay, no, I don't have it. Let me quickly grab it then. But yeah, I was thinking of sort of the logistics of how things are gonna go, specifically for her. And if I even wanted to do her, due to the fact that I couldn't find like any sort of good reference, even after going through all the scenes that I know of that she appears in. Oh shit, I think my mouse got disconnected again. Hold on. Um, I couldn't for the life of me during the entire show find a good front-facing image of her. Just like her standing perfectly still looking at the camera. For some reason, all her poses, she's kind of like turned a little bit to the side, or she, how she looks like in the reference, she has like her feet uh sort of like pointing inward in like a weird angle. And obviously I can't do that because I think that will really mess up the way it looks when it starts actually moving, you know? Um oh shit, hold on. So yeah, apart from looking for references, I was also trying to decide whether or not I wanted to stick with Perona because, I've been feeling the lack of motivation. It's really been affecting me, and the fact that there isn't really a good, there isn't really a good reference for her. It really, I guess, sort of added to the lack of motivation because it's kind of like, I don't really want to do this if I know it's probably not going to turn out very well because I don't have a good like sense of dimensions if if things aren't perfect. But I have done in the past many characters, I feel like, that didn't have very good references. Um, I think I've done a pretty decent job with all of them for the most part at that level that I was when I made them. Um, so I think I will probably continue with Perona. Um, I spun her. Might as well go in, Go in or go home, whatever they say. I don't know. Go all in. There we go. Okay. And I also want to, like I said, this is the start. Whoops. I want to take, vertical, right? Yeah. I also want to take some time to create another text editor to sort of make a list of things that I would like to do with this character. I think I did this with Medusa as well. It's just a good sort of frame of reference, I think. Okay. So, going over the references that I got. First things first, this is how she looks like in her post uh, time skip. Okay? Now, there's a few issues, I guess, like normally, that I'm gonna have to sort of figure out how I'm gonna do. What is this? Is this a clock? Okay, I guess it's a clock. I don't know. It's really far down her arm. Really odd. Oh, it feels like my middle mouse is like very. See, I'm holding middle mouse right now, and it's very unresponsive. I wonder if that's because of Blender, or if it's because I need to get a new mouse. I don't know. Okay. So a few things that I sort of need to figure out how I'm going to do, how I'm gonna make it work. Wait, hold on. I think there is actually, because she is in I think it's like a fighting game or something. There is actually a 3D model of her, surprisingly, um, that I could potentially use as a guide. But anyway, sorry. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, there we go. So a few things to take note of, that I take note of is number one, her eyes. Her eyes are very different. I think all One Piece eyes are very different. Um, they're not like, I guess, like normaler, uh, like very cliche anime eyes that are very big, and they have a lot of like design details. You know what I mean. Yeah, very detailed eyes. The eyes in One Piece, for the most part, are dots. From what I saw yesterday while, trying to gather references, is that, yeah, most of the eyes are dots. Um, And so I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do her eyes, because I could try to do it the way I've been doing it right now, which is like basically making a cavity um for the eye socket, painting it white, and then putting, the pupil, the main pupil, kind of like hovering inside of said cavity, so then it sort of looks, that might work for her. Um, I need to figure that out. Um, Another thing, especially if I do plan on doing her uh post time skip, but even in her pre time skip, her hair is like very very odd to work with. For the most part, everything else like looks pretty good. She has bangs. A lot of her hair basically goes up to like her pigtails. Her pigtails, I think, are gonna be the thing that I struggle most on, because it looks like it's pretty normal here, but then it starts to sort of loop in on itself. It starts to become little loops. And then obviously, as you saw there with the post time skip style, she has like 3 of them now. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to potentially making the hair this like big loop-de-loop. I think it will be easier than the Medusa one, because the Medusa one was sort of like a braided thing. This is more like just like looped, 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 looped. If I were to explain it, it goes like this. Loop, 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 loop. So it might be easier to make this than it would be to sort of like make uh, a braid style like the Medusa one had. Even though the Medusa one didn't look the best, I feel like maybe this might look be easier to do. Apart from that, especially this right here, I have no clue how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be very complicated. I think the pre-time skip one doesn't really have that sort of issue. I don't think. It kind of, I think, shows up here. Um, on her, what is that? Arms, whatever. Wrists, yeah, wrists. But it's not like a big part of her outfit, it seems. But if I'm able to do it here, then I should be able to do it up here. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I think that's it for sort of like problems or sort of things to keep note of in terms of like her character design. I guess I could write that down. Perona. Things to keep note of. Her eyes. Okay, so like I was saying, her eyes. I could go 2 routes. Okay? Normal route. Make eye cavities and put her pupil in the middle of that. Kind of like how I always do it. Let's see, word wrap. Syntax highlight. Or I could do it sort of like, the issue with this is I don't know how it's going to transfer over to Unity. I don't think it's going to transfer very well, but maybe make her eyes eyes using the shader editor. So her eyes would basically be like planes on her face. Just like a plane basically, and obviously like her eye would be there. Kind of like how I was initially taught how to do eyes from the beginning, making her eyes using planes. That might be something I could try, but the issue obviously with that is I don't know how that's going to transfer over to Unity. Oh, or I guess a third option is like just make her eyes into planes, no cavities, just flat objects. I could just make it so that it's just basically like a flat object for her eye, which would mean that I'd have to like basically make this part of her face flat so that it doesn't look weird when I just basically sort of what's it called? Shrink wrap a object that looks like her eye onto her face. But obviously there's like this issue here with like obviously you could see that like she does have some sort of like I don't know how do you explain that? It's not like eyebrows, but she has like obviously some sort of like control over like the way the eye looks. And her face does go over her eyes. Kind of like I guess how eyelashes would work almost. That is also really weird. She doesn't have eyelashes or anything like that. I'm not really gonna keep note of that. Okay. So this is gonna be things. Wait, what the hell? Things I can maybe add to her character. And these things I sort of think about like, will these be easy to transfer over to something like VR chat and stuff like that? I've kind of experimented with that with Medusa, but obviously I didn't really experiment a lot. Specifically with the hair. I think, yeah, the hairstyle that she has in her pre-time skip and her post-time skip are a bit different. There's a lot more curls in the post-time skip than there is in the pre-time skip. There's only two. And it's also like not ponytails. It doesn't look like they're ponytails. It looks like it's just like they somehow just like turn into three distinct bits of hair. It was very different. But yeah, sorry. So things that in her character, obviously, pre-time skip outfit, post-time skip outfit, umbrella. Is it umbrella? I don't know. Umbrella. She does have an umbrella that she also carries into her post-time skip, and it doesn't seem like anything changes from it. If anything, the only thing that changes is the fact that it's less coiled up in the post-time skip than it is in the pre-time skip. But other than that, I think everything stays the same by just looking at these like two references that I find. She does have this here, which is sort of like, if you haven't watched the show, you won't recognize this, but in the pre-time skip, in this, when she was, oh shit, when she was in this outfit here, she had a bodyguard that looked like this, but obviously he was way bigger, and he was actually like alive. Now, I don't remember if this version here is alive. I don't think so. I think it is just basically a stuffed animal that she's just carrying around for some weird reason, of her like dead bodyguard, because he did die, which is very bizarre, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna add that. I could. I'm not gonna say like maybe or add a question mark because a lot of these things, specifically most of like the post time skip stuff, might not get done. It kind of depends on how I feel like it. Especially with all like these ruffles here. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to make. I don't know what would you say like fleshy in post and skip thick. Oh, ghosts. She is a ghost girl. That is her power. And she has a shit ton of these ghosts. She has, I think, like 3 versions of this. There's this one here, which if you haven't watched this show, basically the way they work is if they touch you, they make you, they basically like strip you of your like motivation, your I don't know, yeah, They make you feel like shit, basically, is the point of the ghosts. But there's also a couple other ones. There's like this little one that if she snaps her fingers, it blows up. And then obviously there's a bigger version of that one, which of course, if she snaps her fingers, it blows up and does a big explosion. She's also able to astral project, but I don't think that really matters in terms of this sort of. I guess you could see here. So yeah, this is the normal ghost. Yeah, you don't see the other ones. So yeah, she has little ghost people. I don't exactly know how I'm going to sort of fit this in. It could be like a prop, but not like one that she holds, but one that sort of like hovers around her. Like I could make it like toggleable, so that like you toggle it on and suddenly you're like surrounded by ghosts and stuff. That could be possible. I don't exactly know though. And also, that's like something new I had to play around with because these ghosts are sort of like semi-transparent. Um, so that will be something because I know in the Poyomi shader, you could have like almost like transparent things. I don't know if you could have like semi-transparent stuff. I haven't actually looked into that too much. Um, but if it is possible, then it's sort of like basically what this is gonna be. Basically like a semi-transparent um object. The ghost will be. Um, I don't know. I'm just making a little cube person. Um, Here is a good list of like facial expressions. She occasionally sticks out her tongue a lot. At least I think in the pre-time skip, there's her surprised face, which will be very interesting to make. I know this happens a lot with a lot of the other characters in the show, but if they're like sort of like surprised or shook, they sometimes develop an extra ring around their pupil. I think I have a reference for it. I'll show you. Oh, this is a reference I took yesterday. Or not yesterday, but last time I did it. It's sort of like coily. This also like sort of gives me the idea that maybe I should go with the route of just making her eyes into planes and sort of controlling those planes using the bones and stuff like that. Because then I could just like basically hide the eye inside of her face or maybe even disable it or something and then just like replace it with like a plane that is just basically a coiled up version of this. Okay. So let's look at my other references that I took. Because it did take a few more. I don't know if I have all of these. Let's see. This is a closed eye reference. I saw it and I thought maybe it'd be important, as you could see, compared to like her normal eyes. Her eyes have like a bit of a ring to them. But when she closes her eyes, that ring goes away. It kind of like goes down. So I guess the entire ring of her eye is sort of like a bit of an eyelash, almost. But there is still like a distinction of like where her open eye is by like this little line here. So I wonder how I'm gonna make that work. I have, yeah. If I go the route of making it sort of into planes, the eyes, then it'd probably be very easy. Hello, Zotic. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm just going over, God. Now that I finally rolled for a character to work on, um, I'm just going over how it's going to go. Never play a fighting game with a keyboard. Are you playing a fighting game with a keyboard? Yes, okay. Yeah, I don't really play many fighting games, but the games that I have played them with keyboards. This is a reference of the back of her head. Specifically, yeah, the pre-time skip version. My controls were stolen. Oh, okay. I see, I see. stolen controllers. Oh shit, okay now. So yeah, this is gonna be useful when I decide to actually start making her hair. Specifically the back part. Because I remember seeing a video like this. They I think they used curves to sort of make them all point towards, obviously, like where the pigtail begins. And then the pigtail's like its own separate object. It's not connected to the curves in any way. That's probably what I'm gonna do, pretty much. What else do I have? This is a reference to another of her facial expressions, I guess. This is before I saw the image about this. The fact that, like, she has, like, a bit of an eyebrow. Or, I guess, yeah, more like an eyelash. But also, you know, water droplets, similar to, I guess, how Medusa had one in the last one I decided to make the last character I made. So that's just going on the list of things that I can make / add to different facial expressions. I found this sort of like side view, sort of because it's kind of hard to like see exactly. It's a very blurry picture of the reference. So I tried to get some like more, I guess, like high definition references. I found that one. I also have this side reference. Yeah, you can see the timer. I couldn't take it away. This might work a little bit better than the one I have right now because it's obviously probably a lot less blurry. So it could I could possibly use it. I'm not sure though. What else do I have? Let's see, side ref. I already showed that one. Never mind. This is his. Did I do this one already? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. So that was basically it. In terms of references that I could find that I thought maybe would be very helpful. For her, these are all the ones I could find. Like I said, I couldn't find a very good sort of like front-facing, forward-facing reference of her body or face or anything like that. Side references were quite easy to find. Front faces, obviously not, because she always stands like this. It's like very weird, like pointing her legs towards the center. So I'm gonna have to sort of figure out how I'm going to, I guess, manage that. But that's what I'll do. I'll manage. I'll try my best to figure out. One thing that I guess I did notice with Medusa, specifically when I was trying to pose her for the, you know, like starting soon screen that I have now, was that her hands are really big. Obviously I use a different reference when it comes to hands. I think it's the reference that Bran uses. It works really well for hands and stuff, especially since, yeah, it's very hard to find references for hands specifically of like each individual character, you know what I mean? And so the one that he gives, that one that he gave out, is a very good reference. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one I use. But the issue with it is, I guess I've been very neglectful. I think it was also a problem with Regulus, that I don't really scale the hand once I make it. Or I guess maybe I don't scale it like small enough, because her hands are like really big, I realized. Sorry if you hear like a fucking car revving. It's like becoming summer. So like every guy in my area is like pulling out their fucking cars and trying so desperately to not get hit or something. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, yeah, that is an issue that I need to, I guess, sort of take account of when I make Perona as well. Just making sure that her hands fit. But anyway, let me organize all these references now. And I need to sort of try to figure out how I'm going to do or sort of start the face. This is like, uh, so yeah, I have to experiment a bit with this character. I would even call this. I think I called it like drop it ref. And then, oh, this is the hand ref. So yeah, when making her body, I could go the route that I think I took when making Regulus, because Regulus doesn't have a side view. I could go the route of finding a sort of similar body type within like other character sheets that I may have. But then, of course, this is One Piece, and a lot of the characters in One Piece have very disproportional body types, specifically the women. Um, so I think it'd be very hard to sort of find. I could go the route of like just like finding a normal body to sort of making a block out of it, and then sort of shifting certain parts of the body to sort of match more closely to that of Perona. I could go that route. I mean, I do have a body right here that is really good for that, so I might do that. But we will have to see. Specifically because of this character, this character has like very lanky body parts, like for the legs and the arms and stuff. So it'd be really hard to sort of give the legs and arms definition like this reference has with the arms and legs. I had the same issue, I guess, with Urika, um, because she's basically the same thing. She has very lanky arms and legs, and that doesn't really look the best. Specifically when like you bend the arm and legs and stuff like that. But it does look like her, so it's kind of like, sure, it might not look the best, but I guess that's how her arms and legs would bend because of like there's like no definition to them. So yeah, we'll see. Still far away from that, I think, because we're gonna be starting with the head first, and then working towards blocking out the body, like we always do. You know. Anyway, I think that's everything that I want to make for her. So yeah, we have the pre-time skip outfit. We have the post-time skip outfit. We have her umbrella, which shows up in both. Uh, I mean, everything's a maybe here. Obviously, like one of the outfits I have to make, because then I'd be making like no character basically. Uh, she has a plushie in her post-time skip pick that I could make. She has a bunch of ghosts that I could also make. And I think much later, I also plan to have like sort of like a list of like expressions that I can add to her. And for that, I'll be using this sort of face reference guide, and as well as any others that I've taken. Um, but yeah, Ooh, not to ramble and not to really work on anything for like an hour, but I feel like it's very important to sort of, I guess, sort of establish my goals. And talking about this kind of stuff does sort of hype me up a little bit to actually begin working. Um, I like to plan my things out. One thing that yeah, sorry, I immediately thought of something else, but anyway, I like having guardrails on the things that I work on. Otherwise, if I don't really have, uh, I guess like something to work towards, I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, we are about to begin. But before I do that, it has been an hour. Let me use the bathroom. And when I come back, we'll begin. So yeah, BRB. B. Alright, I am back. Welcome back. We are about to begin actually making Perona. Now, before obviously I begin, I need to sort of play around with some of the references that I have. Um so that they sort of line up so I could start making her face. I started doing this a little bit I guess like a couple streams ago when uh I wanted to begin making her, but I don't think it's very perfect, so I will try to get it as perfect as possible so that the front and side portions of her face line up as much as I possibly can make them line up so that she looks like she's supposed to. Um I guess before I start though, I do want to comment on the fact that I believe tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day for those who celebrate. I kind of forgot about that. And then much later in the month is Easter, which I guess I wanted to make some sort of like costume or something for the little goblin guy for those two holidays. I probably should have planned ahead a little bit. I didn't really realize how close it was. I only realized yesterday, I think, that like, oh damn, it's St. Patrick's Day. I might do something for it. I might not. And if I do something for it, then it's not going to be something like major. Just because, yeah, I haven't really planned for it too much. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to see if I could use some of these side angles that I took. Because that's what I took them for, obviously. Kind of want to turn on the opacity or something so I could... Wait, this one? Okay, it is opaque. Kind of want to like line these up as best as I can. I mean, in her this head, she's also kind of like looking downward, but I mean, it's not like as bad as like the one I'm currently covering right now. So I could potentially use this face for this side view. Of course, I have this, which I don't know if the side face it would work for the side face, but I think it would work for the sort of side body, you know. At least until it gets to like the shoulder area. In that point, it kind of gets covered up by the fact that her arm is bent in front of it. Oops. Yeah, my middle mouse for some reason is behaving not very responsibly. I wonder if that's because it's like breaking and I need to replace it, or if it's because of other reasons. So yeah, this wouldn't really work for like a sort of side view, especially since it doesn't line up very well, it seems. Um, she's like way shorter than like her. Might not use it. Her side view isn't that bad. I just have to, probably gonna have to copy like maybe this leg specifically, not this leg. And I'm probably going to straighten her out a little bit more so that she's not like weirdly bent. I feel like this doesn't really work out. When we get to the process of rigging her, I'll try my best though. Like I said, I might use the reference that I'm gonna be using for the hand as a sort of reference for how the body should be shaped for the most part. Wait, let me check something real quick. I did mention that she does have like a sort of 3D version of her due to the fact that she was in the games. And yeah, this version of her is a little bit more proportional, I guess, in terms of the fact that she doesn't, I guess, like her limbs don't look like just like straight tubes, I guess. There's some definition to the sort of calf and the arm. So I might go that route still, even though it doesn't really match her art. It'll just overall make her look a lot better, specifically when we get to the raking part and she actually has to, bend those bits. Anyway, sorry. We're doing head stuff. So yeah, let me use this head then as the guide for her face. So yeah, that's the top of her head. This is like the bottom of her eye. This here is the tip of her nose. And this will be the bottom of her chin. So if we go to the front view, and if I were to use this as, I guess, sort of like the reference, I think I do want to use this face because this face obviously is not very, very good. I'm trying to position this in a way. I don't know if like I need to make it like bigger or if I need to make it smaller for this to sort of work. Because it doesn't truly line up. Especially since it looks like the bottom of her eye here lines up to the bottom of her nose, but over here the bottom of her eye doesn't line up with the bottom of her nose. Very bizarre. I think I'm going to use this side view to sort of get the dimension of her face. This does line up though with the nose, so I don't know. Hold on. I need to answer someone's text. Hold on, give me one moment. Alright. Yeah, sorry, I needed to text someone something. Um, yeah, let's begin, shall we? Without further ado, I'll hide that reference since we don't need it right now. I will probably bring it back once we actually start, making the body. Should I hide this? I guess, yeah. Yeah, let's hide it, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to be using the same method that I've always been using, I guess. I guess this face isn't very symmetrical, I realize. Since her chin is like over here. Does that make things better? I don't know if it does. I mean, all it does is move the chin into the center. It doesn't really do anything else. But sorry, yeah, like I was saying, I use this method all the time whenever it comes to like making characters, faces. I mean, because it's the one that I found that I really like. So 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Oh shit. I think like that. This face is very, I guess, sort of misleading with the fact that you could see like basically the side of her head here. I don't know if I should follow that. I think I should, right? But then like her ears like here. Sorry, I'm like touching my face. Is like, can I see like, I think it's because of the hair. Because all the hair is being basically like brought to like the pigtails. I think this part here is just like it's made bigger, or it's made to look bigger because of the fact that all the hair is being like basically pulled to that point. But yeah, this is the method I like to use. I still haven't perfected it, or I still like don't like remember all the steps. So um I do keep a video open of the sort of steps, uh just to like help me out and stuff. It makes my life a lot easier if I just keep the video open. Sorry. Wait, was it that one or was it the sharper one? I think it was the sharp one, right? Yeah, it was. So yeah, like I said, I do use a video. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess this should line up to her chin. So I'm kind of tempted. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no. If anything, hold on. I want to go further, actually. Maybe a little bit higher. Right there. I think that's all I could do, honestly. Her nose is also, like, very pointy. compared to like I guess most of the characters that I've done before, which is like very like smooth noses. I did realize our nose is very pointy. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see this point. Oh, there it is. 6, 7. So this should be 9. It is. Let me space it out. There we go. Alright, and then this is the part here where I sort of take some time to look at the video again, because this is the part here where I always forget the little minor steps. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. I think the only problem with this step here is I always forget what to do here with the sort of forehead. Because obviously that's not very smooth. I think this is supposed to be a little bit forward. Like that. So yeah, the front view isn't going to be much help anymore. I basically just used the front view to sort of get the general shape of her head. And now I'll basically be using the side view to really help me to sort of define the way the nose is supposed to look and everything else. Yeah, if you see me not working on anything, I guess, sort of specific, then the reason for that is because I'm looking at the video, I guess, that I'm watching to sort of help me out with this. Hold on. Oh, wait, medium point. There we go. Yeah, she is very different. Her nose is... Yeah. In most, I guess, anime senses, it would go like the nose, and then it would go like straight down almost. At least, maybe not straight down, but at least in the video that I'm watching. That is kind of what happens, actually. It does kind of go straight down. Um, Hers is, I guess, more realistic in the sense. Wait, I wonder. Hold on. Let me pull up Medusa's. Where is it? Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. Where's Medusa? Should be under M. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah, you see, it kind of goes down. It does maybe curve in a little bit more, but it reaches a plateau and then it goes down. And for her nose, it reaches a plateau and then it goes inward. I guess more like a realistic nose. So yeah, a bit different. Her nose is way pointier as well. Kind of opens up a little bit. I wonder if I should...
No, no había nadie, vi ahí la casa en la cama. No, no sé por qué, me imagino que en la cama. Es raro, ¿verdad? Después se le pasó un mareado. Lo veo como mareado. La cara, porque haz de cuenta que se cagó se cagó en ahí abajo, por el comedor, y después se fue a acabar de cagar ahí.
Sorry about that. Talking nonsense outside my door. How could they? How dare they? Oh God. I think that's probably fine. It's gonna like yeah. I'm gonna experiment with a bunch of stuff here. Probably gonna have to like make the nose sharp or something to achieve the level of pointiness that her nose has. Anyway, let's keep going. She's like smiling here. I think I will sort of flatten this down a bit. Give her a more normal, or I guess more flat facial expression. Just so that it's easier to work with. Oops, not that. There we go. Yeah. With double subdivision, it does sort of show me a little bit how it's going to look like a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna apply this double subdivision or if I'm gonna use like one level subdivision. I could probably go with one level subdivision. It's fine. I can mess around with one. Whew. Sorry. Oh wait, that's not right. Oh no, that is right. I just have to. I'm gonna have to pull these cheekbones, or not cheekbones, sorry, these like cheek points a little bit back. Since they're currently not lining up pretty well with the way her face is structured at the moment. You're gonna have to like sort of move some points down, sort of match. Now that I have like a subdivision surface layer on top of it, some points probably need to get moved around a little bit. Specifically the lip. Uh, 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 uh. Let me move this a little bit forward. Like I could add a sharpness here, which will definitely make her nose a lot more pointier. You know what? Let me delete some of this annotation. It's kind of getting in the way a little bit. God, my middle mouse. You know what I should turn on? I always forget to turn on screencast. I wish there was like a way for me to sort of keep that on by default, you know? It's kind of annoying to have to like always have to remember to keep it on. Every other add-on's on by default, so I wonder why. Maybe there's a way to do it in the preferences. Hold on, what was it called again? Screen. Wait, it's not screen. Oh, I think I spelled it wrong. Screen. Screencast keys. and it won't start up. There's literally a fucking checkbox for it. Perfect. Let me save that. Save preferences. All right. All right. I think this is supposed to like come. Wait. No, wait, hold on. Let me continue following the video. Sorry, I kind of stopped because I kind of know what's going on here now. I see. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Is that it? I think it's supposed to like be out more now. This doesn't feel right. Oops. Yeah, something like that, I think, is actually what's supposed to be happening right now. Whoops. Yeah, you kind of can't do it like that. Oh, this is probably gonna like look different once I actually like start extruding backwards, most likely. All right, give me one moment. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Whoa, wait, hold on. Alright, sorry. I thought my mic was acting funny. Anyway, I'm back. Alright, hold on. Let me check something. Bum bum bum. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just like looking at stuff. Taking a little break. To just look at stuff on, I guess, my Twitter page. Scrolling through, seeing if there's anything cool. Um, cool Blender stuff. Hmm. Little Google eyes, little guy. Man. Sorry. I'm scrolling. Like I said, I'm taking a little bit of a break from making the head. Scrolling through Twitter a little bit, seeing if there's anything posted. Anything like. I like seeing cool people make cool stuff, and it gets posted occasionally. Um, like Bran. I think Bran is like almost done. I think he is done actually with his like Sailor Moon model that he was working on. The one that kind of uh has like a bit of a a sketch, pencil sketch sort of look to it. It's really cool. He even added like a you know that line that people add to like faces whenever they like draw. They had like this little line here to sort of like indicate like, oh, this is where like where the eye goes, and then like this is where the nose goes and stuff like that. He added that to it, and it's really cool stuff. You should check it out. He does some really good stuff. I mean, he did it before with like another character. I forgot who it was exactly. Um, the name of the character, I mean. But he did this time with Sailor Moon, and it looks really fucking good. Um, but sorry, yeah, I say that because I scrolled across a a post about Helldivers, and it sort of just hit me how, man, I want to play Helldivers. But yeah, Helldivers is cool. I feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with Helldivers. I want to keep on playing it. It's really bad. So yeah, so sorry, really cool stuff. I find a lot of really cool stuff. Um, And then obviously seeing the Helldiver stuff. Really cool stuff. I do follow Helldivers, don't I? I haven't seen them post anything, I don't think, recently. Do I? Yeah, I do. I guess, yeah, they haven't posted anything since the new War Bond came out. Which, you know, it's fine. They released a new War Bond. That's like some extra stuff people can like sort of sink their teeth into for a little bit. So I don't expect for them to like sort of be talking about certain stuff. Although I wonder, I haven't, like I said, I haven't touched Helldivers since I was playing it yesterday on stream. I think we should be done with the major order, which was like, you know, um, doing the whole termicide stuff. I think we're done with that. And we're finished with that now. We should be finished with that pretty much. So yeah, I think I might have gotten spoiled a little bit, but I think after the whole termicide major event stuff happens, not only do we get 50 medals, which is gonna go into my pockets. I'm gonna love it. But I think we're gonna unlock the flying bug enemies. Um, maybe, I don't know. Might have been spoiled, might have not been spoiled. Maybe I'm just like falling falling to the propaganda. Propaganda. But yeah. Well, it's funny looking at the front view because it's kind of like the sort of expressions in the mouth and stuff don't really match at all. Um, right, sorry. Okay, let's continue. Where are we? Oh, I see. He has like another loop cut here. Then he also brings this in. No, not that. Is it this? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, do I do that? I should just, whoops. Like move this back a little bit. And then with this new loop cut, I can sort of use it to sort of like inflate the lips a little bit more. But maybe not like this. Whew. Probably start working on making the. Actually, probably this one, honestly. Start working on making the mouth. Oops. I mean, what? I use a grid fill? No, right? Yeah, no, you can't. I think I just, oops. I could do it like that, or I think, oh, actually, no, I think that, yeah, that is the way I have to do it. I think, wait, hold on. I think there's, like, a way for me to, like, oops, what the fuck? There we go, let's just leave it like that. If I need to make it bigger for whatever reason to, like, I don't know, hold the tongue and teeth, which I don't think I need to do that. I think it's fine as it is. I'm gonna push this forward a little bit more. Maybe I should have, yeah, there we go. Let's do that instead. Because now, I could start extruding this back a couple times. Methinks. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna work on the eye first. Okay. So, actually, should I do the eye afterward? Because I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do the eye yet. Hold on, let me push forward a little bit more. Let's see. moving this stuff in a little bit so I could have more room, I guess. I guess proportional editing. Oh shit. I might want to do like, oh, it's not even like connected only. Let's do that first, and then probably go to this one. Actually, you know what? I'll do it manually, I think. It'd probably be better to do it manually. Oh. I need to move this back a little more, just so that it's like, I might even do like a sort of like space or something, just so I could like evenly distribute the points a little bit more. I don't know if I should space this out like that. I guess I'll decide on that in a minute. Maybe instead, maybe I should just relax it. Yeah, the reason why I want her ear to be there is because I think the ear is going to be made in the next part here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do two versions. I'm going to do um a version where I make an eye socket and see how that works, and I'm gonna do a version where like I'm gonna make the area where the eye is supposed to be. I'm gonna make it as flat as possible to so that I could potentially add a um yeah, just like some sort of like flat diagram. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, it goes 1, 2, 3. Now what? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, like that. I think. Oh, I think it's Supposed to be listeners. Hold on. Did I get a message? Oh, I did. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, it'd probably be smaller though, because a lot of this is made up from the hair. Yeah. I don't know if I should like sort of go with the way, I guess, sort of the way the head is looking. She does have a bit of a, what's it called? Hold on. Ooh. I'm trying to think, yeah, because she does have a bit of a defined jawline. At least here. So I wanna, I guess, figure out how exactly I make that show up, I guess. I don't know if I particularly like that idea. Mostly because I added a loop cut that isn't there originally. I'll think about it. It might become more prominent once I add the neck. Wait, hold on. Let me put on some music. Alright, yeah, let me put some music on. Sorry, I was looking at the message I got. Alright. So yeah, now I'm gonna make the ear, and after the ear, I'm going to separate separate, or not separate, so create a duplicate of the face, because I do want to I want to try making both versions. Alright. So now let us work on the ear. Sorry. Probably gonna have to do some like spacing specifically here, because these points are definitely too close. Wait, hold on. What was it doing? Yep, the ear. I feel like I guess I kind of use the side reference. I mean that's sorry the front reference for this. I don't know though. Perhaps I could just so I could see better. Is that good? Oh no, that's not good. Yeah. It is odd how visible they are in the front, but then they're also supposed to be visible from the back, or not from the back, sorry, the side. how do you... Is it Control Plus? Oh, it is Control Plus. Okay, I was about to say. How do you multiple select, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I should, like, maybe it's a bit too late to do this now, but I feel like I should proportional edit this like a little bit back. And actually doing that, in doing so, it actually does sort of give it the shape that it's supposed to have, at least from the front view. So I could actually go in and take like these points and sort of bring them in a little bit more. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but proceeds to cover in sugar. I think I am going to sort of, just looking at the sort of left side of the thing, I think I'm going to push it in a little bit more. Alright, I want to push it in a little bit more, but I don't want it to affect the head. I haven't shaded smooth yet. It's just like, I just realized I haven't shaded this shit smooth yet. I mean, that's fine. So I wanted to see if I could try to close this mouth here. What kind of points do I need to sort of manipulate for that to happen? I guess like these ones? Is there any more? I'm gonna leave that one be. That one's already like pretty close. I want to like bring that down a bit. And maybe play around with the point here. These. All right. You know, she's coming along. I think this is the point where I can branch out now. I wonder if I should like try to do this like manually. Like maybe try to like take this stuff here. It kind of works. I mean, it's not very defined, this sort of like part here. And it is supposed to be like way bigger. But, it's like whatever. Yeah, whatever. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. When I come back, I'll play around with those two things that I said with the face. So BRB. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I was, ooh, I don't know. Anyway, let us continue. So yeah, like I said, sorry. Now, now is the time for the actual eyes. Now, like I said, I'm gonna go two routes, I guess. I'm gonna make a face. I mean a copy. And mm, 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 mm. Hold on. Yeah, here. So the first way you could do it. Is that the right one? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Oh wait, you know what? I don't think I need to move that in because what I have to do. Her eyes are very odd though because her eyes are very obviously. I mean, I don't even know. Okay, if I want to do the eye socket route, then I think I could theoretically like do this and make it so like this sort of like circle here that I'm sort of trying to highlight a little bit is like the beginning of the eye, because then I can make like this dark circle that is supposed to be basically like her eyelashes. I can make that like its own thing. That would require me to sort of move a lot of the face around, because she does have some her eye takes up a lot of her face. Oh wait, I said yeah. I said yeah. This inner circle would be. I could sort of try to shape it a little bit more. A little bit better now that I added a loop cut. Not a loop cut, sorry, an extrusion. Very big eye. There we go. So that's how it would work. It looks very odd because, you know, um, yeah, just because. I wonder, should I make this bigger? Yeah, and then so the dark circle around this, like, I don't know, cavity, I guess you could call it, hole, opening, eye socket. Um, this entire, uh, yeah, black circle surrounding the eye socket would be made out of, like, another material. I could make it similarly to how I make my normal eyelashes and just make it sort of like a block almost, but it goes around the eye obviously, and then obviously it has like these little eyelash things, and then I would create kind of like a circle mesh. Oh wait, actually, oh shit. Let me reduce the vertex count. So yeah, like I said, I could do it like this. Let me. It looks. Oh god, it looks really weird. Um, why does it look so odd? It looks like. I think it's because I turned it too much. Hold on. Might also make it like go inwards a little more. Oh wait, don't I have a video explaining like where exactly I should put it to make it look as best as it can look? I might be wrong about that. I don't think I have it saved though on my. Wait, do I? Hold on, I could check real quick. Where is it? Eye stuff. Where to place eye to make it look better? Okay, yeah, I do have one. Where is it saying? Oh yeah, right out, right on the edge. I don't think I need to turn it as much as I think I am turning it Also, wait, yeah. This side thing. I think it's... Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's fine, I think. But the problem is it sticks out too much, I feel like. Look at that. It looks bad, to me at least. I wonder if I need to, like, move this in a little bit more. Like that. I think it also looks very odd because it doesn't have any of, like, the accessories that it needs to sort of make it actually look normal. Or, like, at least semi-normal. It does look very odd. And I think, yeah, there's an issue with, like, how that sticks out. I guess that could be remedied by, like, me basically, like, pushing this forward a lot more than I think I need to. So yeah, this is why I was kind of like, I don't know if, yeah, this is kind of why I was like, talking about how I don't think, specifically for her, and honestly, specifically for, like, all One Piece characters, because they don't, like, I guess, sort of rely on their eyes being, like, very, very detailed, very colorful, like, I guess more cliche anime eyes are. Um, this method of making sort of like an eye socket for the eye and having the eye kind of hover inside of that eye socket might not work very well for One Piece characters. 'Cause I think if I look up like a list, if I look at a list of characters in One Piece, um, well, actually, yeah, all the guys have like just like black circle pupils. And the girls actually do have some, at least in the main cast, they do have some color to their eyes. Hmm. I never realized that, I guess. I guess Perona's a bit different, seeing as she doesn't have like the colorful eyes. Her eyes are just like pure black circles, really big as well. Her eye shape is also really weird, comparably to like everyone else. Trying to find more examples. Yeah, it's it seems like actually, yeah, all the guys in the series have like just little pupils, and all the girls have like some sort of really colorful eyes. I guess I never realized that. But yeah, but because of this, it does make it look really weird, and I could see that there's like that looks really weird too. The shape of the eye there. So yeah, this is one method, I guess. Not my favorite. Or I guess like specifically in this view, um yeah, in this current view, it does not look very good. It looks really weird, almost like alien. I think it also doesn't help that like there's something wrong here with the side of the eye here. And it almost doesn't look like it's very well centered. Although that might be like a thing with the eye. No, maybe with the face? No. So yeah, it looks very odd. So instead, another thing that I could do is I could sort of, let's see. Oh wait, let me, hold on. Before I guess continue this, I do want to make a copy of this, I think, just in case I somehow mess things up. I'm gonna name it like face. Yeah, hold on. Let me check how the um how the game, because I did talk about how she's in a game, and in the game they portray her like in a 3D way. So I'm just like checking exactly how she looks, how they do her eyes specifically. Really hard to tell. It does kind of look like they just, yeah, her face is just flat, and they just put like, I guess, almost looks like a sticker on her eyes. I don't know if there's a better way to explain that, but it just looks like they put the sticker uh of the shape of her eyes on her eyes. But I guess that's basically what I plan to do right now. Go in and might even do what I was doing before, or what I did before, where I could like inset this a little bit. But yeah, just basically carve out an area here that is like as flat as I can make it. Obviously, like it's not gonna be like 100% flat because her head does have like curvature to it, because obviously it is kind of like, it is 3D. But just like make a flat area so that I can try to, and then afterwards I'd make like a shrink wrapped object, and basically like put it on this sort of like more flat surface. I wonder, how can I even like fun. How about if I select all these points here and then just hit flatten? Hmm. How do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? Is that too weird? Oops. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see something. Oh, that matches up pretty nicely, actually. With this way. I still don't like how it looks. I think it might look better if I, once I actually, like, texture and add, like, this sort of, like, circle around the eye. It might look fine. But this by itself does look very odd. Very unsettling. And then we have none of that face, this face here, which has no eyes. So yeah, and then I would take a sort of like plane or something, or actually maybe not a plane. Let's go with a circle because I think that's like better. And then I would go in and make it the shape of this. That looks pretty good. Forward. It's really big, holy shit. And then I would add a shrink wrap and post it there. Above surface. Give it like some money to stand on. Oops. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, actually, I think I could just. It's pretty good. Some minor adjustments here and there to sort of get it as perfect as possible. It's not like perfectly flat, like I said. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like, yeah. I want to make it like perfectly flat. I need to move like this part here like way higher up. Um, and yeah, from this angle here, it does look more ovally than it does circle, which is a problem. From this side angle, yeah. Well, I guess, I did say I wasn't gonna trust the front view. And here I am trusting the front view. Why is this like, okay, it's fine. I was gonna say, like, why is it rotated? So yeah, And the side angle kind of looks a bit more ovally than it does circly, I guess. But obviously from the front view, it's a completely different thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It does feel very odd to be back at the start of doing this all over again. But yeah. And then obviously like yeah, the front view I am copying the sort of facial structure of the front view, but I'm not copying, I guess, sort of like where the lips and all the other parts of the face go. Yeah, right. It's perpetual. Yeah, right. If I do it enough times, I'll get it probably. Yeah, right. Just keep on getting faster and faster with it. I feel like I somehow rotated this like so it's like not 90. I guess it makes sense why I rotated it. I just don't remember rotating it. Her eyes are quite big, which is definitely like a feature I want to highlight. I am probably gonna have to adjust a lot of the topology though to capture these size. Whoops. But yeah, I have done the faces a ton of times now. And I mean, I still use references, or not references, but I guess like I still look at the sort of video that I use, or that I sort of got, the method that I use for making the face. Yeah, that's a lot more, that's a lot of more room to work with, I think. Yeah, right? References are very important. That's why I have so many pictures. Oh, yeah. I probably should do that. That would be fun to do. I'm pretty sure if I do try to, though, it's gonna come out really ugly. Okay, sorry. You're right, it doesn't matter. It's all about practice. Doing it over and over again without references. Okay. Let me try applying the shrink wrap. Oh, yeah. That is a good idea. I mean, yeah, same, honestly. But although I don't really draw, but it wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up. Specifically for when I get to the sort of like texturing part of things, being able to draw good and I guess understand how shading works a little bit more would help out a lot. Is that good? I feel like it doesn't look very circular from the front, which is kind of like what's bothering me a little bit, I guess. I think I should be able to move this forward. But yeah, this is 100% a very different way of doing eyes that I'm usually, I guess, used to. Um, I wonder how I'm gonna rig this. I'm gonna have to like, I do plan on adding a bit of thickness to this sort of like eye eyelash thing that she has, this circle of black around her eye. And then I could probably, I don't really know. I'll figure it out as I go, I guess. Not gonna lie, I just paint the eyes. Yeah, that was my initial idea. Although I wasn't gonna go with painting. I was gonna with making the eyes in the shader editor. But the issue is if I want to like if I do plan on basically doing what I did with Medusa with this character as well, I do want like the eyes to close and open, and I want to be able to edit different facial expressions. Um, and at the moment, I don't know if there's a way to do that. This sort of like swap, um, I guess like textures, I guess, to do that. Yeah, but I don't know how it's gonna like transfer over to Unity, I mean. I don't think I've ever seen. Hold on, let me see something. I don't think I've seen. I'm thinking more specifically for like VR chat stuff. I don't think I've seen like a VR chat model that has like what's it called? Yeah, like that painted on eyes that sort of like animate to like open and close and stuff. Well, same. I only played it so I could get the ability to upload models. So it's basically just me playing by myself, not really interacting with anyone. Let's see, hold on. I guess it'd be under like low poly models or something. This sort of like idea, I would assume. Because yeah, this model here that I'm watching right now, they painted on the eyes, but it's not blinking. That's for selling for $10. It's kind of crazy. Sorry. 2D Visme animations. Hold on. Let me look that up. Let's see, this is the video here. 2D Visman's blinking in VR chat quests fallback compatible. But is it 2D in the sense that it's a texture, or is it 2D in the sense that it's like an object that is flat, which is basically what I was trying to do, I guess. It is moving. Hold on. The mouth is moving. I guess I could show you guys what I'm watching. I'm not really listening to it though. I'm just like staring at it. Hold on, let me put it up on screen. Wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on. So this is what I'm watching right here. 2D Vism. I don't know how to say that word. And blinking. Oh, you see, it is. Wait, is it? Oh. Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. So they have. Okay, so yeah, I was right. They are using a very flat, basically shrink wrapped, um, I guess plane. And the way they do it, it seems, is they. That is interesting. Yeah, because the way I was going to go about it, I guess, was yeah, I don't know how I was gonna go about it, because then I'd have to like I'll have to check it out though because I'm not sure if you can use, I guess, like shape keys for like looking up, down, left, right. And I feel like that could get very messy if you have like too many. Or maybe not. I don't know. That is interesting. So yeah, they have a flat plane with the eye in, I guess, like the sort of opened. They draw on the eye as opened, and then they have another one hidden inside the head of, I guess, sort of like how it would look like if the eye were to close. And then they use shape keys to, I guess, bring the eye open forward and then bring the eye closed back or something, or yeah, like that. So it covers the mouth. I mean, you can see it at work there.